Yeah.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Y'all hear me?
I hear
Sir.
you. I hear you.
Well, we are live.
We raw.
And we are uncut.
Come on. Yeah, I know.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Fuck
It's another
going on around
KTL show. We back, baby.
Come on. Back like we left something. You hear me?
It's gonna be one of them nights I can feel. I'm feeling good today. How y'all feeling today?
I'm feeling excellent. I ain't gonna hold you. I got a nice little workout in. Got a decent little pump in today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I feel like I can flip over like a small car or something. Right now.
Can you guys hear
I
us?
got one out there. You
Can
want to try it,
Can you
man?
hear me?
I can hear you.
I can
Can you hear us?
Oh, let me turn on. Let me do the test real quick.
Yeah, I definitely
it's
can
going.
hear you,
Yeah, I'm
Josh.
on there. Yes, sir.
I lost all my audio.
All right, say Tyson is the man, and we'll tell you if we can hear you.
Tyson is the man.
Nope, I couldn't hear that.
You couldn't hear me?
I'm just kidding, man.
Say it again.
Tyson is the man. Check one, check two.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. I can't hear nothing but.
Yeah, we can definitely hear you. Is it your must be your headphones? Shit, I almost forgot what the fuck they was.
It's definitely a wet, cold one, ain't though?
Yeah.
Because sometimes it ain't bad when it's rainy and it's decent and warm out, but when it's like cold ass rain, bro, I hate that shit.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's still decent out, warm. It's not cold.
I'm shivering. I ain't gonna.
Yeah,
hold
but you only got a
Not in
hoodie
here.
on. I'm saying in a hoodie weather, I like hoodie weather.
Yeah, I like fall. Not
I
fall.
love
I
this
mean, I like
weather.
spring. I like
I love
spring.
it.
No, this is like fall weather. I like spring.
Yeah, this is this to me is still spring weather. It's just because, like I said, when I walked out the house, I was like, should I get a coat? And I'm like, you know what? The hoodie feel good. And as long as it's hoodie weather, I like it. I love hoodie weather.
Shout out to Caleb in the building. You know what I'm talking about? He said, my guy JD. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Come on. And so, how was you guys' weekend? Your week, I should say. Did you? You said your little man had a birthday yesterday, Josh?
Oh yeah. He turned 9 yesterday.
He turned 9.
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna sing happy birthday for him real quick.
Man, go ahead.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
There
Titus.
you go.
Happy birthday to you.
shit.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to little Josh.
Peaches.
Yeah.
I can't see that. I don't know why I can't see the comment, man. I don't like that shit.
Because only I can see the real shit.
Yeah,
you
I
know
don't
what
like
I'm
that
talking
shit,
about?
man. What up, my guy? Nice to see you, man. Your brother must have let you know about us.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. I'm hoping Frankie joins us too tonight.
Yeah, big shout out, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
So Josh, me and John Doe actually we went out to the comedy club this weekend.
Oh, that was a good time, man.
Yeah.
Uncle Elroy!
Come on, we went and seen DC Curry. Uncle Elroy.
I'm Uncle Elroy!
He said, I said I never moved out the hood. When I got that check, I was gone.
Man,
Come
this
on.
dude was actually quite funny. And
Yeah,
I
he was
mean,
funny.
I was surprised, but he was quite funny.
He was like just chilling with the fellas funny. Like he was just sitting up there in his stool. He had his drink. And I mean, he definitely drank a couple of glasses of vodka straight. No ice, nothing.
Oh, man.
But he just sitting there just joking, sitting in the stool, just shooting it. He was funny.
Had the bling.
Come on, Scoot
This
definitely had the
dude,
necklaces,
man.
the rings. Come on. Scoot was doing his
I
one,
ain't gonna
too.
lie though. There's one joke that I want to tell that he told.
Hit us with it.
That it was the one about Magic Johnson. He said he said he was in Hollywood, Josh, right? And Steve Harvey invited him over to a birthday. I'm not gonna tell the whole joke. I'm gonna shorten it up
He drug it on.
because he drug it out. But he said Steve Harvey invited him to a birthday party. He said, "Man, Steve, I'm kind of busy, man. I'm kind of busy. But who's it for?" He said, "Magic Johnson." So he said, "All right, man. I'll stop by. I'll stop and see y'all." 7 o'clock, he gets there. He's hungry as hell. He said. He said about 8 o'clock, he went around the back, tried to cut a little piece of cake. Tried to get a little piece of cake. Steve said, "No, man, you gotta wait till Magic is there." Moral of the story is Magic shows up about 10 o'clock. He's starving. Wants
Super
some
late.
cake. Shows up super late. DC said as soon as he got to, he blew out the candles and not one person in the party wanted a piece of that cake.
They said, how come Magic's still mad at you? He said, let me tell you the story, man. He said, man, I waited 5 hours for to get there. I was so hungry. And when he got there, they lit them candles. He blew out every candle. He said, nobody even touched the cake.
He said, nobody touched the cake at all, man.
They said, didn't you say you was hungry? Go ahead and get a piece. Oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I forgot I was fasting.
He said, I got a flight to catch. And then everybody in the party said, we all on that same flight.
Come on. Out of here. Come on. Yeah, but yeah, school definitely did his 1-2, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, great time, man. Great time. If y'all get a chance to get up to Comedy Club, do that shit.
Yeah, I fuck with the funny
I
bone
suggest
heavy.
it. Yeah. And I see Pauly Shore's coming. I honestly want to go see him.
They get decent
I want to go see Pauly Shore, man. That's one of my childhood.
The Weasel?
Yeah, the Weasel. That's one of my childhood favorites.
Come on.
So, what we starting with tonight, Josh?
Starting with the NBA playoffs.
Ooh.
Oh, there's playoffs going on right now?
Man.
I didn't even know.
Final four?
Y'all know I'm still repping. You know what I mean? I'm still repping the 3-1-3.
Now we have a shocking
Knicks and Pacers?
Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
I guess we keep saying shocking when it comes to the Pacers because we never mention the Pacers for some reason, but this is actually their second year in a row making it to the Eastern Conference Finals, which is insane in itself.
You go back, I was telling Pat, you go back to our show when we talked about all the sleepers, the guys with chances, the whatever. Both of these teams did not come up on any of our conversations.
We didn't mention the Knicks. We didn't mention the only time we mentioned the Knicks is because they were playing against our team, the Pistons.
Yeah.
But when it came to sleepers and anyone having a chance to, nobody mentioned the Pacers, nobody mentioned the Knicks, and both of these teams are here, and it's actually good because you finally get fresh blood. This seems like an old 1990s matchup, doesn't it?
Yeah, well,
Knicks Pacers.
Both haven't been there since, 20 years?
It's been a while for both of them, for sure.
It's been a drought.
And like I said, the Pacers were there last year, and for some reason, people still don't put any respect on their name. Did you see that video I sent to the group chat with that Pacers fan in New York?
Oh, he got his trash.
When they're throwing that trash and stuff at him?
But did y'all see what Tyrese Halliburton did for this
Bless
guy?
this man.
Bless the shit out of him.
They got him tickets to Game 4. I think he'll be sitting like front row in New York.
Him and a guest to Game 4, flights, putting them up in a hotel.
All paid for by the Pacers.
Food all paid for.
In Indiana.
Locker room, access, all that.
You get to meet the players and everything. All the players talking about they can't wait to meet them. And what's crazy is that show you how crazy Knicks fans are because that night they beat Boston. They didn't beat Indiana.
They didn't even beat Indiana. They were just getting ready to face it.
They know that.
He's a firefighter in New York.
And
he was just walking through the city with his Indiana jersey on, and
he's always been a Pacers fan.
Yeah.
He's a firefighter and everything.
Yeah.
And like I said, they beat Boston tonight. They didn't even play Indiana yet. They were just like, y'all next. So there he is. We see him. Got to throwing trash bags at him, man.
Oh, he got a fucking Pacers jersey on. Who this guy, man, in New York? What?
First off, they need to stop having so many trash bags laying around.
I know.
Why is there so many trash bags readily available?
Honestly,
full of trash?
I think that was a trash truck sitting there, and I think they were pulling bags out of it.
They just
to
throw
throw
it on
at
the curb.
him. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, they definitely were readily available, though.
Yeah, this shit was pretty crazy in my eyes, just to be honest. Grip, welcome to
Grip
the
in
show.
the building.
We appreciate you for joining us.
And so the New York Knicks finally made Spike Lee's. I mean, Spike Lee's been waiting on this since what? Did you say? You said probably early 2000s.
Put it this way:
last time they was there.
New York's the only team out this group that has a championship so far.
Yeah,
they the only ones,
and they ain't won it in since before we was born.
Yes, it's been over. Josh had the exact numbers.
20 years.
20 years?
Over 20 years. Yeah,
it's been a while. Oh, did they win one with Spreewell? Did that team win one? I don't want to say yeah for sure. But either way, they beat a Jason Tatum-less Boston team. Boston tried to show a little fight.
Yeah.
And what was it? Game 5, they showed a little fight. But in Game 6, they got flatlined. They got beat by 40 points. But the game wasn't even that close. They were down as much as 50 at one point. So the Knicks move on. The Pacers are waiting on them. I can't wait to see that series. That's actually very exciting to see Halliburton go against Brunson. That's going to be a very, very good matchup. And the Pacers actually have like 5 guards that they can just push out there. So Halliburton's going to be flopping, but they got a lot of fouls to give because, like you said, they got Mathurin, they got Nembhard, they got Neesmith. You know what I'm saying? They got Halliburton.
They got a lot of guards.
They got McConnell.
And honestly, you know what? I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see if they get a cat fight between Karl Anthony Towns and Miles Turner. I don't know if you've seen how Miles Turner was dressed the one day, but
Man.
he looked like a soccer mom.
That's how he was dressed, but Miles Turner ain't sweet. Miles Turner gonna get busy.
I don't know.
Miles Turner gonna get busy.
Know.
Yeah, that's how he's dressed. But I don't know. Miles gonna get busy. I like
Turner
his
and
game.
Cat, they might be backing each other down a lot. Just throwing that out there.
He said they might be backing it up.
Pause.
They might be backing it up.
Yeah, they might be backing each other down a lot. Pause.
Says,
Grip said, the Spurs beat him in 99 with that Spreewell team. Okay, they did lose to the Spurs in that finals.
I was going to say, I want to know when they won last. I'm going to look it up real quick.
Yeah, look it up real quick. I'll carry you real quick while you look it up.
And
so tonight here,
starting in about 20 minutes,
we have the Western Conference Finals. between the number 1 seed Oklahoma City Thunder and the number 6 seed Minnesota Timberwolves. And what's crazy about this one is Oklahoma City's the number 1 seed, had the best record in the NBA, but Oklahoma City just played a day ago, you feel me? They only had a day in between because they went to a Game 7 in their last series. And Minnesota has been rested for almost a week. So in this situation, Oklahoma City has home court advantage, and obviously they're going to have home court, but they're going to be the tired team coming into this series. They just played a Game 7. Do you think that will affect them any in this series?
Ooh, the Knicks last won a championship
73. I told you before we were born.
73.
I told you. I said before we were born, bro. I wasn't lying.
Damn.
So do you think that can affect them in this series, though? With them having played a Game 7 less than 48 hours ago and Minnesota's on almost a week's rest? Who do you think has the event? Can Minnesota come out rusty? Or could it work in OKC's advantage because the last game they did play?
Why didn't the Eastern Conference play first?
That's what we were wondering. That's what we were talking about the other day, me and John. But I think the schedule must have already been set. And so when Oklahoma City went to Game 7, it kind of just screwed them in the long run, it looks like. Yeah. Because like I said, they're the number 1 seed. They're going to be at home, but they're going to be tired.
I didn't.
Or they could still be in their rhythm.
I didn't understand why they didn't go Eastern Conference first.
That's what we were discussing the other day.
Both them teams were set, but you know what? It's the NBA. They're gonna do what they want to do,
especially because the Knicks and Pacers already both had plenty of rest. They ended theirs, and Knicks ended theirs in 6, and Pacers ended theirs in 5. Yeah. So they both had plenty of rest.
Unbelievable. Don't get it.
They're gonna force Shy right back out there, so we're gonna see what he got. We're gonna see what them tired legs got.
I feel like there may be some unders hitting tonight. Honestly, because them guys, Oklahoma City's gonna be tired, but they still play tough defense.
But the thing is too, though, Oklahoma City is also one of the youngest teams in the whole NBA. So if anybody is built for this challenge of playing on just a 1 day's rest, it's Oklahoma City.
Oh yeah, young.
Yeah, they're young as they come.
Fast,
we're talking about Jalen Williams, Shai Gilchrist. You know what I'm saying?
And they deep. They got a deep bench. Honestly, these guys, Casey Wallace and Wiggins, they come in and they do work.
That's the only thing that throws you off. Yeah, when you're doing a parlay and you're doing a single game with OKC, you don't know which bench players are going to go off that night.
Is that what the comment says?
Let's see. We got OKC got to be tired after playing. Yeah, that's what you said. After playing Jokic for 7 games, you ain't lying, Michael. After playing against Jokic, imagine how you seen how physical that was. It was crazy the way they were triple teaming him and double teaming him that last game. They were actually playing him with a guard. They had Caruso on him. They were fronting him. And then as soon as he would get down underneath to the post, they would have 2-3 people just collapse on him. And then they actually made him turn the ball over about 6-7 times, though. Yeah. And so, but I know they still have to be tired because that was a very, very physical. Jokic was all scratched up. His arms were scratched up. Yeah. He had scratches on his neck, his face.
Dirk, I really wonder. I wish they did do over-under for free throws. I'd absolutely bet on that.
Shai's going to shoot 18 of them.
Yeah, but he possibly could shoot a lot
He's going to shoot 18 to 20 free throws tonight.
I mean, that's
guaranteed.
He's
going to drop 30-something points, but 20 from the line. Guaranteed.
His over-under, I mean, we can come up with one ourselves right here if we want.
His over-under for free throws.
7-5.
7-5? He's going to shoot at least 12 free throws.
Don't matter. I'm saying, you're saying he's going to shoot at least 12, but there's got to be an over-under. You can't just start with what you think he's going to shoot.
So we'll say 10. We'll meet in the middle.
Yeesh. You go 10, man. I don't know. I'd have to go under.
You going to go under 10?
Yeah.
I'm going to go over 10.
Yeah, I don't know that he'll shoot that.
But
I'd love that to be a freaking thing I could bet on. That means
he just has to go to the line 5 times. I can see that easy with Shai, aggressive as he is.
He said the dude's shooting 15. All right, Michael.
I told you. No bullshit. Hey. I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, he might be right.
He's going to shoot 15, maybe 20 free throws tonight. Yeah, the refs love him. It's like Jalen Brunson. Whenever somebody's guarding Brunson, if Brunson falls on the ground, the closest man to him is getting called for a foul. And they love Shai. He's going to be the MVP this year. They're probably going to give it to him over Jokic, which is well-deserved. Like I said, he averaged 30 points 3 years in a row. But like I said, the refs love him. He's going to get a lot of calls tonight. And I could easily see him going to line way more than 5 times. Like I said, unless they're and one, so I guess that would limit some of the free throws. But that's still a trip to the line, though. So
yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm going to stick to my under 10. But
under 10, yeah, I'm going to go over.
I just have this
I know, Josh, you
ain't
a big basketball person, but what you think? We're going to get you in here on this over-under. What you think? And everybody in the chat, what do you think? Over-under 10 free throw shot tonight by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. What do you think? Over-under, Josh?
I'm going to go over.
Over?
Yeah,
Smart man.
I figured with them being tired, they will slow down offense and will be pump faking dudes into fouls.
Yeah, getting underneath and just double pumping and getting people to jump. And as soon as they jump, just kind of throwing their body into them and getting to the line type shit. But like I said, they're kind of young. Like I said, the only really vets on this team are Caruso. And I wouldn't even know if I would call Hartenstein a vet. You know what I'm saying? He's still a younger player.
He's not. And I mean, he's been in the NBA long enough though. But
to be a vet,
yeah. I mean, this is what his 2nd or 3rd team. Was he only with the Knicks?
He was with. I only remember with the Knicks. I can't remember if he played for anyone else or not.
I definitely
be
looked that
wrong,
up,
though.
man.
I know Grip be knowing.
I don't remember him getting drafted to the Knicks, but I don't know. Let me go ahead and just look it
And
up.
matter of fact, while we're here, everybody take a second to make sure you like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Follow us a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Please give us a like.
Yeah,
please.
just one little like. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get 8 likes going.
You know what I'm
We got
saying?
8 folks in here.
I got some cheeseburgers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, he
I got
definitely
some cheeseburgers.
he definitely played for Houston too.
Oh, he played for. Oh, he started with Houston. See, I never even knew that.
I see him in
So,
a Houston jersey.
Yeah.
here.
So how long has he been in the league?
He's born in 98. Let's see.
Dan
here.
Blankenship. I like Ant-Man.
Since 2019, I think it says.
He
Yep.
says, I like Ant-Man. My son calling T-Wolves in 6.
That's Dan Bickelhawk.
I like OKC. Barkley calling for OKC to win it all.
I ain't
don't
gonna
know
lie.
much to be right, though.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm liking it the same way Dan seen it because I definitely put in a little bet with Fat Joe. I actually went with the Wolves to win the series, and I also went with the Pacers to win the series. I like the
Isaiah
Wolves in
Hartenstein.
6.
He's been in the league since 2015.
Oh, I thought I said 2019. You know, I ain't got my sexy specs
Yeah,
on.
2015.
Oh,
to
that's
present.
definitely a vet. Shit, that's 9 years.
Yeah.
So he actually just came on later in his career.
It's crazy though because it says he was drafted in 2017, so he came from Germany. He's
So sometimes they leave you over there for a year.
he did.
Oh, matter of fact, yes, I forgot he came from Germany. They actually said his dad played professional basketball in Germany.
Yes.
That's why his basketball IQ is so high. Yeah, his dad played pro ball in Germany too. Let me get my water real quick. Come on.
Go ahead. Get yourself together.
Come on. But like I was saying, Dan, I like the Wolves in 6, and I like the Pacers in 7.
Oh yeah. I honestly, I think the Knicks win the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know how many it's going to take them, but I think the Knicks win the Eastern Conference Finals, and I honestly think that Oklahoma City pulls this out.
You think OKC
In the West,
They finally get over that hump.
I think they do.
Man, Ant-Man's been slaying like giants, bro.
I'm going with that, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Imagine Ant-Man already knocked out Luka and LeBron, and then he goes out and he knocks out motherfucking Steph Curry, even though he got banged up. You know what I'm saying? Come on. He's on a roll right now. He's been knocking legends
What's
out.
up with the foreigners coming over here and balling on us?
Yeah, I be forgetting Hartenstein's from overseas, but like I
That's been
said,
going on for a while.
like they said his dad played professional ball over there too, so he grew up in the game.
You don't get to see too much of that foreign ball, but they play real ball over
Real
there,
basketball.
man. They play real ball.
They're not calling it
actually-
already. Yeah, well,
like,
grown
they
men.
let you start early over there.
You know, some of the players over there used to play in the league. You feel me?
you
So-
hone your skills over there and bring them here.
Came up with the G League, and the G League became so popular. Remember, some players are opting out of going to college and going overseas and playing for a year.
Yeah.
Because remember, you need to be a year removed from high school. So some players are saying, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go overseas, play for a year, get paid, then enter the NBA draft."
Yeah.
And they were doing it that way.
Shea Gilgeous is actually Canadian, ain't he?
Yeah, he's Canadian. And
What's the
even
chat say?
in that Denver series, Murray's Canadian. Both the guards were Canadian.
What'd you say,
Series
Josh?
revolves if check and ball out. OKC wins if Gobert balls out, then dominates the paint. Minnesota. And the thing about Gobert, he's tricky. Like you look up and he might score 15 to 20 points, and then the next
Man.
game he might have 3.
Man.
with only 2 shots.
Gobert is someone I can barely put on my bets for a reason, man.
It's
He
tough,
be
bro.
tearing me
And it's
down.
He should get 5 dunks a game. He should be good for at least 10 points a
Golly.
game and 10 rebounds.
Yeah.
He usually gets the rebounds. You can trust him about points. There's no way he shouldn't be able to get 4 to 5 dunks a game. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
It's crazy.
As big as he is, they just need to give him the ball. He can turn around and dunk it. Like, I don't get it.
The biggest man on OKC's team is Hartenstein. Then after that, you're looking at a bunch of small forwards and maybe power forwards.
Got to have a big series from Julius Randle does have to have it, but that's the thing.
Randle's
Julius
that guy.
Randle's been that guy,
Randle's that guy.
and that's why I said I don't
Randle's
know, man.
that guy.
They might want that. Cause think about it. Randle and DiVincenzo came from New York. They might want to have that whole
Going up against each other.
in the championship.
Because that was a major trade. When they traded Towns for Randle, everybody thought, like, why would Minnesota do that? Like, Towns was the way better player. And I was telling people, Randle was the better player in that. He's not. I don't know if I can say he's the better player over Towns, but he's the better fit for Minnesota. Because like I was saying, this year, Ant-Man shot the most threes in the NBA. You see how many threes Karl-Anthony Towns shoots. You feel me? So if your best 2 players are sitting on the 3-point line, that's not good. Randle gives Ant-Man a chance to space the floor a little more. You know what I'm saying? Although Randle does still shoot threes here and there, but he still goes underneath a lot more than Anthony Towns does. So he's a better fit for Minnesota. And it looks like Towns is a better fit in New York. So it's one of those trades where both teams might have won the trade. You don't see that too often where you feel like both teams actually won the trade. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like both teams actually got that one.
Because Randle's dropping 20 points a game in the playoffs. And in the last series, he had a 25-point triple-double. I never see Randall get triple doubles. So he's like all the way locked in. Yeah, the rebounds, double doubles, you see those, but to get 10 assists too, that was crazy to see. And he's averaging, I think, 4 assists a game in these playoffs.
Man.
So Randall's taking his game to another level. That would be a crazy matchup to see the two teams that traded those players for each other to play in the finals.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it happen though. The NBA does like shit like
Either
that.
way, the NBA is not getting their huge marquee matchups that they're not getting their Los Angeles. They're not getting their Miami. You feel me? They're not unless they get New York in there. If New York doesn't make it, you're looking at Indiana versus Oklahoma. Think about that. You feel me?
Them aren't big markets, but
You
hey,
get what I'm saying? Are you looking at Indiana versus Minnesota? Do you think that's what the NBA wants? So I can see them trying to get New York in there.
they all got their fans though.
Yeah, they
no
all got
matter-
a fan base, but there's a reason that some teams are large market teams, some teams are smaller market teams. You feel me? Those teams bring the revenue and the money. You talking about New York? Like I said, if New York goes down, then you're looking at a bunch of small market teams, and the ratings might not be as good as they should be, even though there's going to be some good basketball played.
Oh yeah, very good basketball in my eyes.
Check the comment.
I'm trying to.
Yes,
They're
sir.
not giving me the comments.
I'm with the
so-
Pacers. Dan says I'm with the Pacers in the East too. I know the Knicks have all the famous people rocking with them, and it's been a super long time. Just think that the defense for Indiana is a different monster for them shooting wise. I think both go on runs, but Pacers defense has to shut them down to stop the runs, and they run away with it before 7-2.
That's a good take.
Yeah, and the thing is, that's what
Great
Indiana
take.
does though. Indiana swarms you, and they're a team of runs. Like you said, they get out in the passing lanes, they steal the ball, and if you let Indiana get to running and gunning, you're in trouble. And there's some times where they have 4 guards on the floor and just one big man, so they can get out and transition very, very quickly.
Dirk says he's running with the Wolves because of his boy Kevin Garnett, the big ticket.
Come on, KG.
Yeah, I feel
Come
you,
on,
man.
KG's the reason that Justin's a Boston Celtic fan.
Yeah.
Because when KG left Minnesota and went to Boston,
Yep.
Justin went to Boston with him.
Yep.
And then he just stayed there with the Celtics after he retired. He like, fuck it, I'm just keep rocking with the Celtics. But KG was a different breed.
Justin back
KG and
online?
Marbury.
Justin
He's
is
not back on
not.
Facebook, but I think he says he's gonna tap in on YouTube.
All right, because I thought I seen him on
Oh,
Messenger.
I don't know. I mean, he might have snuck on there. Let me see.
Yeah, I think I seen him on Messenger. I think his head popped up on there.
But yeah, it was kind of tragic when we were younger to see not see KG and Marbury get one. They were really
that
good
was
together.
yeah,
that was a badass
yeah.
combination for real. When the Wolves was back then, everybody was fucking with the Wolves. They was going hard. But sometimes you got to leave to win. I mean, Marbury is crazy because Marbury still is making decent money. You see him at the Knicks games overseas, bro. His shoes be going like crazy. His shoes be sounding like Jordans over there.
Yeah, Dan, that Celtics big three was something special, man. I see you talking about them.
Come
Yeah,
on,
they definitely was something special.
You know that 30 cents a day you send overseas?
Yeah, it goes
Come
to
on, that
Stephon
go to
Marbury.
Starberries. Let me get people
He said,
shoes and
"I've
shit over
rooted
there.
for Minnesota since my okay. So you guys are all you got another comment in.
Oh yeah,
That
come on,
KG
that's the big
energy
ticket.
was wild back in the day, straight out of high. Oh, that dude was different.
And the
Oh,
Celtics.
he
KG was
I
fun.
forgot
Go on,
about
KG
that.
was fun.
Was he-
Anything is possible.
Was he in the movie too?
Yeah, he was in that
time?
movie. That one with what's my man Adam Sandler? That one about when they were agents or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Who?
KG. Remember that movie that Adam Sandler just dropped when he was a agent, a
No.
basketball agent? or some
KG
shit?
wasn't in that movie.
I'm talking about when he was younger, like young.
KG wasn't in one movie. He came to the jewelry store. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
he did an
Yeah.
appearance. I'm
Yeah,
saying
he
he
did
wasn't
appearance.
a he
Yeah,
wasn't
no.
a,
Yeah.
He
per-
was
a
still in
person.
it,
though.
though.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he was in a movie, the teeny bop movie.
When we were younger, he might have been.
Shit, we
But
got
you know, you always gonna remember for that. Anything is possible when they won that championship. But
Uncut game.
the Celtics
Yeah.
was raw. They was a big three until they became a big four. And once it became a big four, there was a problem. There was too many egos. Once Rondo became who he became, and then his head got too big, there wasn't enough room for everybody in Boston. And that's what tore that team apart. Because if they could all just been cool and played together, they'd have won a bunch more championships. Shout out to Mama Doe in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Miss Deb in the building. Big shout out to Miss Deb. You know what I'm saying? Come
Mama.
on.
Everybody, please give us
Dear
a like.
Mama.
Go ahead, like us up so we get shot up into that algorithm, get put up on
And-
everybody's pages.
And so, Doe, you were saying,
Look,
okay, you were saying,
Uncut
okay,
Gems.
say New York. What's-
Yeah, Uncut Gems, Kevin Garnett, 2019.
that's what.
Oh, that was the movie you was in?
That's what. What's
Dirk
his name just
Dirk
said.
hitting us
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
gems. Okay.
Yeah, okay, Dirk. Good
we got
looking
another
out.
one. We got another.
And what,
one.
that was in 2019?
Yeah,
I remember that. You remember that movie?
it looks like Uncut Gems is all it says.
Let's see. And Case, he said we spoke earlier on refs loving players. That doesn't change your love for the game, knowing outcomes when people get it kind of does take some away from it for real. No lying, because like I said, that whole series. I ain't trying to harp back to the Detroit
God
series.
damn it, Grip.
But to
see Terrence.
Not better than Duncan Parker and Ginobili.
But
Stop.
yeah,
But that was wild though.
But-
That was a wild
yeah.
one too.
But to see certain players just always getting the calls anytime they attempt to go to the hole, it does get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To see that favoritism given to certain players. And then the younger players, they say, well, they haven't earned their stripes yet.
It's
It
like
don't matter how long
watching
you've been
LeBron.
playing, you should get the same calls as everybody else, you feel me? So yeah, it does take a little love from the game away seeing the favoritism.
Absolutely.
And Grip, I ain't gonna lie, Grip always gonna throw his Spurs in there, but that is one of the greatest runs and greatest teams of all time. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not taking
they had
nothing.
amazing teams,
We
you know
ain't
what I'm
gonna
saying?
take nothing away from your Spurs, Grip, but come on, man.
I mean,
Another
Do we
comment?
bring up the Pistons?
come on, bring up that
Back
team
to
when,
back.
when we beat the Lakers.
Wait,
some
we
shit
answer
like
that.
that,
Kai
come on.
said KG let him hold them diamond earrings and then championship rings. Sandler tried to pawn them
Yep,
off.
come on, yep.
Okay,
I thought that was a good
one,
movie. Yeah, that was the one. That was the one I was talking about. Yeah, remember I said he came into the jewelry store.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
yeah.
That was the one I was talking about. I told you that one's fire. That was actually a good ass movie. But yeah,
Well, I know he had that one with where Ant-Man was in it. Is that the same movie?
Ant-Man
That ain't
was in the
same
movie too?
No, the one that Sandler did that Ant-Man was in, right? Where he was the agent for the 76ers and he got
oh
sent
yeah, same
over-
movie.
Okay, that's Uncut
Same movie.
Gems. I thought
Yeah.
that was something else.
No, yeah, same
Okay.
movie. It's just been. It doesn't seem like it's been that long already, though, huh?
Got you. It
Yeah, it's been
doesn't.
out about 6 years now.
2019.
Yeah, so it's been about
Damn.
6 years.
Yeesh.
Time fly when you're having fun, baby. You
It's
already
a
know
different
that.
movie.
I think it is. It's
Yeah.
not the same.
You- Josh said he's talking about an old school
yeah,
movie.
it's an old school movie.
Type in Kevin Garnett movie, but yeah, that's my shit. Adam Sandler played his ass off in that movie. I ain't
It's
gonna
like
lie.
a
Yeah.
scary movie or
This-
something.
This is
It
a
was
whole
something.
different
Was
movie.
it
Pat.
another?
This
Was it
is
one
a
of them
whole
scary movies with the
different
Wayans
Adam-
brothers or some shit?
This is
I
a
don't
whole
know.
different Adam Sandler movie than the one I'm talking about. The one where he was an agent. This is not it. This is different.
That's the one about the
Yeah,
diamonds and
this
shit.
is the one in the jewelry store. But the one I was talking about is the one where the one brother was in the Spanish kid. He went and found him overseas. Then he went up against Ant-Man. That was the one
Oh,
where
you
he
talking
was
about
an
that
agent.
buddy that plays and actually plays in the league?
Yes.
for the New Orleans Pelicans.
I can't Hergish
Horgas.
Shom.
Yeah.
I don't even
I
remember
know
his
you're talking
name, but
about.
yeah, that's two different movies. Okay, so I knew it wasn't.
Was KG in that one too?
No.
Okay.
That's the one.
The
that's why I
movie
said
Doe
KG wasn't
talking
in there.
about is called Hustle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hustle.
That's a good one, too.
That's the newest.
That's a
one.
good ass movie too.
All right,
Yeah.
that clears that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike was just telling us,
Yeah,
he's like, no,
Terry
that's a
said
different movie.
different movie.
Yeah.
Grip, man, get off that old shit. Tell me y'all beat the Pistons in
Hey,
5, man.
Hey, for real,
we wasn't ready
we're
that
gonna do
year.
a movie segment one of these days. I see that's a hot topic.
Grip talking about he
Everybody
beat the
know
Pistons in
movies.
5. When they beat us that year, we were a young team. We wasn't ready, you know what I'm saying? The Spurs was already booted up. They was a championship team. And I was just happy to get that one win. I ain't gonna lie. I thought we was gonna get swept that series. I ain't gonna lie. Me and Grip actually lived together during that series, so that was a very rough time that we had to be around each other and see that. I didn't like that at all.
Good looking out, Michael. I appreciate you fixing that for us and letting me know what movie that was called because I knew it was
Oh,
two different. I
definitely
knew he
awesome.
was talking about two different movies, man. I just knew I didn't see Kevin Garnett in that movie. That's the only thing I just don't remember him.
So can Ant-Man?
Wait. He says, does Adam Sandler make bad movies other than Little Nicky?
Let me see.
Oh, this
Hold
is
on,
good.
hold on. Little Nicky's definitely his worst one.
God, that was
I had
horrible.
Little Nicky on DVD back when
That was horrible
DVDs were a
movie.
thing. I had a fiend that used to go. I ain't gonna say where he used to get them from, but he used to come back with so many different movies. So I actually had Little Nicky, but I got it for the love.
I honestly,
I'm trying to think of another bad
Little
one.
Nicky was not a movie for. It was not a regular movie though. It was a spoof movie.
It was weird.
And that's what was hot then. If you remember what scary movie,
Yeah, but
they
it wasn't a
had
good
they
spoof
had
movie.
spoof movies coming.
But it wasn't a
That
good
wasn't
spoof
a
movie.
spoof
I still
I don't think it was a spoof. I just
love
think it was
Little
trash.
Nicky.
You like Little Nicky?
Oh, I love Little
that
Nicky.
was a horrible movie.
So do you
Honestly,
think,
I think
I
that's
didn't
a
like
neat
Adam
concept.
Sandler.
so
and
do
I
you, do you
Adam
think that he
Sandler-
makes any bad movies? Can you
I
name
don't.
a bad movie he made?
Every movie was the same character.
Every movie?
Every movie was the same character.
You ain't fuck with Adam Sandler?
Not really.
I'm trying to think if he had any
He
bad
said
ones.
not the fan of the Zohan neither.
The
yeah.
Zoltan.
Yeah.
The Zoltan definitely.
Yeah, that one
I
sucked.
definitely agree with that one. And I'm trying to think. I can't really. I mean, the Zoltan, he was trying way too hard. That's why that one wasn't up to par. But yeah, I don't know. I like comedies, so I can't really say. You know what I'm saying? There's somewhere he tried too hard. Like I
I've
like the
always
one.
been a Sandler fan.
I like the one where Buddy was his son, and you know, remember he had the tattoo on his back, the New Kids on the Block tattoo.
Yeah.
That
You're
one was
talking
funny.
about That's My Boy.
Come on.
Big
Happy.
Daddy was a good one. That's My Boy was a good one.
So
Believe
maybe
me.
Little Nicky's the only one I don't fuck with. I think he makes good movies. Obviously, Netflix thinks he makes good movies. Netflix thinks he makes good movies, obviously, because Netflix be giving him that chicken. Netflix loves him, Adam Sandler. Anytime he make a movie, he got a home in Netflix for it, for real.
Oh, he gets the chicken, man.
And you gonna see him at the Knicks game. He gonna be in there in a pair of and1 basketball shorts, a hoodie with some hoes in it.
I didn't like the punch. I didn't like the punch drunk love. That was one I did not like of him.
Punch drunk. Which one was that?
No, Grip. We beat the Lakers and then lost to y'all. We didn't beat the Lakers a year after you, Grip.
No, we lost to them first. Then we beat the Lakers.
Are you sure? No, because we were going for a repeat. We were going for a repeat when we lost to the Spurs. I'm almost sure. I'm gonna look it up real quick. No. Are you positive?
We lost to Spurs first because they damn near swept us, and then we took a couple years and got better, and then we won it all.
Name your top 3 Sandler movies.
My top 3 is Waterboy is gonna be number 1, so I'm gonna go Waterboy number 1. Who am I gonna put number 2?
Man, I don't know. Shit, I don't really care for him, man. Like,
the one I was just telling you about when Buddy who'd you say who's your daddy? Was that the name of it though? The one where he had Buddy tattoo that new kid's on the block tattoo on his back.
Now, just so I'm right, okay? We won the finals in 04 and 05. We lost the finals. I'm not dumb. We were going for a repeat against
Man,
Spurs.
why you bringing up shit, man? We been got over that, though.
Grip,
we talking
you was
about
wrong.
Adam Sandler.
Happy Gilmore the best.
Grip,
No.
you was
Happy
wrong.
Gilmore is a classic. Okay,
And then I'm gonna say Waterboy, Who's Your Daddy, and I'm gonna say Happy Gilmore.
Shoot, I'm gonna go.
And I know I probably missed something. I'm like, fuck.
Probably Happy Gilmore, but after that, I feel like it was every character for a while.
You ain't gonna go Waterboy? Waterboy.
Just so everybody knows.
Do it.
Just so everybody knows,
know.
July 25th this year, they are dropping Happy Gilmore 2. And
Part
this
2.
shit looks amazing.
It looks hilarious.
They got Shooter McGavin is back.
Come on. Shooter
The
McGavin.
blonde chick is back. And Adam Sandler's back as Happy Gilmore.
So what's
I
your
can't
top
wait to
3,
see
though?
it.
Give us your top 3 Adam
Billy
Sandler movies.
Madison, a cult following. I like white people's love.
Oh, Billy
that
Madison's good, too.
Billy Madison was
What's your
great.
top 3, though? Hit us with it.
Man,
I went
Where's the one where he dates the
Waterboy,
girl
Happy
who's the
Gilmore,
same
and I went
day?
Who's Your Daddy?
Waterboy's definitely a classic.
He's talking about the one with what's her name?
Waterboy, Big Daddy, and Happy Gilmore are probably my 3 favorite of his. Just to be honest, they're all 3
You said
classics.
Waterboy, and which one?
Big Daddy and Happy Gilmore.
Okay, you want the joint time one. He said which one where the girl has the same day over and over again.
50 First
50
Dates.
First Dates, was it?
Yeah,
She had
50
amnesia
First
or
Dates.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what movie I like if Adam Sandler's like that though.
Josh like, no, it ain't my thing.
I know I tried.
Would you be able to go watch him like do stand up?
No.
Adam
I know he does a lot
Sandler?
of singing and shit at his stand up.
Oh, I don't know.
They said it's like a whole event, like he does like a lot of singing.
If
and
it was
shit.
cheap enough, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
For
it
the
was
right
under
price.
if it was under $100, I'm going to see Adam
Come on.
Sandler.
So you ain't paying $10,000 to go see Chris Brown or Beyonce?
Hell no. I can watch their
You ain't gonna go
music.
get them Queen Bee tickets?
I can listen to the music, man, anytime I want.
So what is Shorty the coldest thing ever? You've been trying to crack her for the longest, and she
I
like,
ain't gonna get to crack this because I go to her fucking
and,
concert.
and she like, man, I'm gonna just do whatever you want. You take me to see Beyonce.
That's different. That's me doing something for a chick. Yeah, that's me doing something for a girl I might care
you might
about.
get them tickets then? He said a girl you might care about?
Yeah, if it's someone I care about,
If
I
the
might
coochie
do
good
it for
enough,
them.
you might care about her. Huh?
Yeah, I'm just saying I might do it for them, but I'm not gonna care to go.
Come on. Be in there. Oh, the single lady. Oh, the single lady.
Oh, you saying 8 Crazy Nights is a sleeper? See, I didn't care for them, man. I didn't like his little Christmas movies.
Oh,
I
the
didn't
Christmas
care for
joints.
them.
They weren't Christmas.
Oh
films,
man, he
I
had
thought.
that one where he did him and his sister too. Which one was that? He played him and his sister. Oh God.
Yeah,
Not Jack and Jill.
Yes, it
I
was
liked
Jack
him on
and
the
Jill.
Cosby
Jack
Show.
and Jill.
It was what?
Yeah, I liked
Oh.
him on the Cosby Show.
You liked who
Yeah.
on the Cosby Show?
Adam Sandler.
Adam
He was on the
Sandler.
Cosby Show?
Yeah.
I never even knew that.
Friend.
Yep.
That's who. That was him?
Yeah.
I never even knew that.
Yeah, look him up. He's
Just
friend.
go with it. Jennifer Aniston and oh man, that was another great one. Just go with it was a freaking classic.
Well,
like
anytime you
that
get Jennifer Aniston, you can't lose.
Yeah, I like
and
that
that
one.
Brooklyn
Yeah.
Decker. Shit.
He's
She
had
was
some
fine
movies.
as hell.
Grips had Waterboy, Big Daddy, and the long. Oh, I'm tripping. I forgot
Longest
about the
Yard.
longest yard. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'm
I like
taking.
that. Damn.
I'm taking Happy Gilmore out of mine and replacing with the longest yard.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna say, Who's Your Daddy?
Hey, Flip, you might have a
The
point.
longest yard, and then I'm gonna go Waterboy.
Flip,
number
you
one.
might have a point. Yeah, you can definitely crack some shit. You take him to the right concert. Hey, that's
Come
what,
on, with
that's
the
what he
quickness.
kind of fixed
Come
me.
on, with the
He-
quickness.
I ain't going to no concerts by myself, but if a girl want me to take her and
Come
I'm feeling
on.
her,
She
that,
like,
hey,
you can have your way,
I might
tie me
drop
up, do
them
whatever.
tickets,
Just take me
yeah.
to see B. You like,
I might
say
just
less.
go ahead and drop. I know Chris Brown's a big one. They all want to see Chris Brown.
Come on. You gonna pay for it to get
And
the meet
I've
and
danced
greet?
to a lot of his music. Hell no, I ain't paying for the meet and greet.
You ain't paying for the meet and greet,
Nah,
though?
I'll take you to see him, but I ain't
She
gonna
in there
take
just
you
hanging
to see
upside
him.
down, legs wrapped around his head and shit. He just holding her up. And
Hey, he ain't lying though. Josh might have a point too
She's
there.
like, Jonathan, hold me up. They're like,
Hey, I might get it for a while after that. You know what I'm saying?
it might
Like this
be
the
you
guy
for
that
life.
this the guy that got me to wrap my arms around Chris Brown. Oh
Come
man,
on.
I love him.
He says, "Waterboy, who's your daddy? Happy Gilmore."
come on. And that's what I said. That's what my top 3 was until I forgot about the longest yard. So I replaced the water boy with the longest
yard grip.
But
Yeah,
that was literally my top 3
I
right
like
there.
Chris Farley better.
Oh, I'm like, Chris Farley was a legend, bro. Come on.
Like
I can watch Tommy Boy right now and laugh like I never seen it before,
especially
bro.
out of that group of that.
Who's Your
Saturday
Daddy? Which one was Who's Your Daddy?
That was the one. Isn't that the one where Buddy was his son? Remember, and he didn't want people to know that
Yeah,
it was his.
remember I
Is that one? That's
Yeah.
called Who's Your Daddy?
Yeah, and he
Okay.
didn't want people to know he was his dad.
I didn't think
I
it
thought
was called.
Big Daddy or something.
No,
like that.
Big Daddy was the one where he was. Yeah, that's the one where he had
Never replaced the two.
the son.
Yeah, that's the one I like where he had the son and Buddy. What's Buddy's fucking name? He's funny as fuck. I can't think of it right
Chris
now.
Brown cracking some producer over the head.
Yeah,
Yeah, I seen
they
that.
talk about getting him some time over there.
I don't think he did it last week. I think he did it last time he was there.
Or in another country, you never go back to that country.
Hell no.
If y'all willing to extradite me, come over here and get me, then come and get me. But I'm never going back there. I don't give a fuck how much you tell me you're gonna pay me for a concert. I don't fall for that shit.
They trying to cook you.
I
over
don't
there,
fall
man.
for that one. Because you remember ASAP Rocky went through the same thing. And they were talking about getting him 10, 20 years or some shit for getting in a fight over there. So I guess they take fighting different over there. You know, we see fights here every day. That shit ain't nothing. Motherfucker see a fight, you clean up the beer that got spilled, sweep up the
It
glass,
was Big
and
Daddy.
turn the music back up.
It was Big Daddy.
Was it Big Daddy?
Yeah.
I don't think
That's
there's a
the one with
movie
the kid.
of
Yeah, somebody.
Bro, his catalog is like 50 movies deep, bro.
I'm about to bring his catalog up. Shit. Yeah.
Oh, give us a rundown on some of them, though.
Oh, we didn't even know. He does all the Hotel Transylvanians for the kids, too.
That was
Click.
good.
Click was a good one. I liked Click when he had the remote control.
Yeah.
Grown Ups.
Grown Ups was fire. That was with Martin in them, wasn't it?
Yeah. That movie, Blended.
Blended was decent with Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Just Go With It. Pixels. I forgot The Wedding Singer. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
The Wedding Singer was. I didn't like to mess with the Zohan. I didn't care
Nah,
for
the
that one.
Zohan boy, and I'm going longest yard.
Funny People was very underrated because he was actually he played a sick.
That's a serious role, wasn't it?
Yeah, he actually played a serious role. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Oh my God.
They played the gay
That was a good
role.
one,
Oh
too.
my God.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday, Titus.
Hey,
Your little
Mr.
Nicky.
D's was
Little
pretty
Nicky,
good.
I know. Like,
With Greg Oden. And think about how long Greg Oden's already been retired and out of the league.
yeah.
And not Mike Tyson. Mike Conley is still playing. I'm not going to act like he's like fucking all-star or anything, but he still helps drive that team.
Bulletproof. Oh my God, that was one of my favorites when I was growing
Which
up.
one?
Bulletproof with
Which one was
Damon
that?
Wayans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Adam
that
Sandler was
that
in
a
Bulletproof.
Early.
Yeah,
That
you
was
ain't
a
lying.
great movie though, man. Y'all know that was one of my favorites growing up. I forgot all about him being in that. That shit was
I
funny.
told you his catalog deep than a fuck.
It is very deep.
You don't want to do a versus with him.
Airheads. You remember Airheads when they
The Rockers.
when they
Come
took
on.
over the radio station? God damn. Yeah, he had some
Yeah, his
classics.
catalog deep than a fuck. His catalog deeper than hooker
That was
pussy.
probably the best. My favorite class too. When it
Oh,
comes to Saturday
yeah.
Night Live.
Yeah, Jim Carrey and them. Jim Carrey was another one that had
yeah,
some
but
great
he
ones.
was
Yeah,
in the
Bulletproof
Saturday
was
Night Live,
insane.
so Saturday Night Live.
But
class was
like,
everybody in Grown
as
Ups.
Dirk was saying with the Mike Conley thing, it's insane that he's still playing. And like I said, he's still a starter. He's not like an all-star or anything, but he still helps drive that team. Like, he's still the starting point guard on that team. I know Ant-Man scores all the points, but Mike Conley, he's not looking for a shot anymore. You know what I'm saying? He's cool with just getting a few rebounds, some steals, and getting assists and getting everybody else involved. And I think Conley could probably still play another 2 or 3 years at this
He
pace.
definitely might be one of the top 3 Buckeyes ever for as long as his NBA career was.
Yeah, come on. He's
Honestly.
playing. He's going to end up playing long as LeBron in them. You feel me? Joke him knowing them in the
Yeah,
championship.
well, Horford's still playing too.
That's what I'm saying.
give them
they
guys
are different.
credit.
Yeah, those guys are different right there. And like I said, they're role players on the team, don't get me wrong, but they're still playing at a decent level. You know what I mean?
He said Pet Detective, top 10 movies of all time.
Absolutely.
Oh, you going Ace Ventura?
He ain't joking though. That was when I was a kid. One-liners from that movie.
I can watch that
the whole time.
Alrighty then.
Yes. Alrighty then.
Come on.
That movie was one of my favorites.
I
as
can
a
watch.
kid.
When I was young, I could watch that 100 times
Yeah.
in a row.
Yeah.
Like I said, and still laugh there like it was the first time. Come on, the whole Dan Marino thing in there. Come on, bro. You said What does that mean?
Bumblebee
He said white
tuna.
devil twice.
Bumblebee tuna.
Come on.
Bumblebee tuna. Bumblebee tuna.
Come on, bro.
Looks like the Minnesota Timberwolves take a early 8-3 to lead over the Thunder
Yeah.
to start this game.
It's gonna be a lot of that going. I'm telling you. If y'all ain't on the Wolves bandwagon, you better start running with
He
them
says
Wolves.
when
Them
he
boys
crawls
serious.
out the rhino's ass.
Oh, when he
That's
shit him out.
so hard.
Come
He
on.
said going, oh my god.
When he got
Oh yeah, classic.
That was
Peel
wild. They won't do no
Uh-uh.
shit like
They
that
be
now.
scared as shit to show that right now. That's what I'm saying. We got the best of the movies, I think, because now
when
it's
shit was raw and uncut, and everybody wasn't getting canceled.
Yeah.
You
You
wasn't
ain't
getting
lying,
canceled for
man.
every little thing. You just comedy was comedy, and that's what it is, and that's
and
what it should
comedy
always
was
be.
gold.
And that's
it
what
was,
it should always be.
Man, it was
How can you not
gold.
tell a joke about something?
There is a reason that comedy is still to this day one of my favorites, and I get it. Girls ain't really into comedies. When you get a girl, they be, what do you
Mask,
like? Oh, I like
Liar,
horror.
Bruce Almighty, Me and Myself and Irene. Ooh.
Oh God, you ain't.
Me, myself. God damn
Another.
it, Charlie, them boys dicks are bigger than them. Time, bro. Me, myself, and I.
Oh,
Yes.
I like that
Come
one.
on, one of the most underrated movies
We
of all
definitely
time.
gonna
bro.
have to do a movie show here soon,
Man,
and
for real.
talk about some movies for
But
real.
Jim Carrey, one of my favorite comedies
Yeah.
ever is Wedding Crashers, though.
Oh, come on.
That was with Owen Wilson. And
yeah.
those two had a little go for a little bit.
Their chemistry is crazy.
Buddy, what was his name? What was the
Vince
Owen
Vince
Wilson.
Vaughn. Vince
and
Vaughn
Owen
had a lot
Wilson.
of good
Owen
ones,
Wilson.
man.
But,
and Owen Wilson.
And the
yes.
thing is, though, Jim Carrey, look who found him. The Waynes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keenan
Yeah.
Ivory Waynes and them with the 11 Color series, you know what I'm saying?
the Wayne brothers
They're
definitely
like-
brought him out.
And like I said,
Jim Carrey,
it was mostly African American shows.
way
and they-
better than Adam Sandler.
Do what?
Oh yeah, not
Carrey,
even close.
Yeah.
I think they were on the same. Wait,
Not
hold on.
even
What?
close.
Yeah.
It's not even close, bro.
For real, it's not close.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. What?
Adam Sandler did more movies, but
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's way more funnier.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler did more
he broke
movies.
barriers,
You're talking
dog.
about
Who's
fun.
funnier?
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I'm
just
saying
like
no.
him overall.
They here right here when it comes to movie
Financially
for
and movie
if,
for
if,
movie.
If they had a rundown of movie
That could be
for
a good
movie,
versus.
Yes.
Hey, pull
That
up
could be
his
a good
catalog.
versus,
Pull up
man.
his catalog.
That could be a good
Pull up
versus to
his
set
catalog.
up.
I'll pull up.
We
I'll
set
pull
up
up
the
Jim
versus,
Carrey
man.
right now,
Adam
right
Sandler,
now.
Jim
That-
Carrey versus. They need to let us host it. You know what I'm talking about?
He said, remember Vanilla Ice did the
The
Vanilla
Mask, come
Yeah.
on.
No, he said, remember Jim Carrey did the Vanilla Ice skit?
Oh yeah. Oh come on, Living Color.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
he
you
got some
stupid.
shit for that.
Come
Yeah,
on.
He got some shit for that.
And he was acting like he was slow when he was
Yeah.
doing. Come on, Fire Marshal Bill. Let me tell you something. Come on, Fire Marshal Bill, bro. Come on, who else could have played Fire Marshal Bill but Jim Carrey? You pulling up his catalog?
I am trying.
Yeah,
to.
let's see what
I
he's
don't-
working with.
I don't. It's not. They're not showing me like they. Okay, let's see here.
You gotta
Ace
run that
Ventura,
down.
definitely. Bruce Almighty, The
Yeah.
Truman Show.
Oh, that was real good.
okay.
Oh, there you go. Sonic the Hedgehog, 1, 2, and 3, right?
Ooh.
Yep, Sonic the Hedgehog are his most recent
He
work.
said Carrey just a better actor. Truman Show shook the view on the
Dumb and
world when I
Dumber.
was a kid.
Come on,
Yes.
Yeah,
Dumb and
Dumb
Dumber,
and Dumber,
Dumb and
Dumb and
Dumberer. Come
Oh
on,
my god.
Dumb and Dumber, one of my
Dumb
favorites.
and Dumber was one of my
That's better than anything Sandler made.
yeah.
Dumb and Dumber was definitely a
Curry was
him,
a-
but I mean, honestly,
Hit us with some. You skipping
Yeah,
past them on.
Yeah, you're
Mr.
right.
Popper's Penguins, Drunk History,
That was a
30
kiss.
Rock, The Incredible Burt Wonderstone.
That was a good
There's
one.
a reason-
The Incredible Burt Wonderstone's fire.
There's a reason I'm
no, the Incredible
Cold Dead
Burt
Hand,
Wonderstone is fire.
Kick Ass. Like that's what I'm saying. There's a reason I'm skipping over some. Some of these he just Yes Man was a good one.
Some of the shit he did for the money.
Some of them he just made little. The number 23 was when he tried to play a serious role.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of these movies he did for the chicken.
Fun with Dick and Jane was good.
when he was
I
sticking
liked
people
that
out.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Bruce
a lot of these-
Almighty.
Bruce
Me,
Almighty.
Myself, and Irene.
Yep. Man on the Moon. The Truman Show.
Remember the cable guy?
Liar,
Oh, yeah,
liar.
right
The
here.
Cable Guy.
He
for
said
sure.
right
Cable
here.
Guy, Liar, Liar.
Yeah, number 23 was wild.
Batman Forever. I forgot he was in that.
He was a Joker, wasn't he?
No, he
The Riddler or
Case
something.
says he
Riddler,
quotes
Riddler.
Dumb and Dumber daily.
Oh,
Jim
man.
Carrey was a
Mask.
more complete
Bro.
actor earlier in his career.
When they came out, remember when they rode that little moped, bro,
Oh
to
my
Aspen.
God.
Come on, stop playing.
Just let it go, man.
Yeah, come on. He done peed and
But
got
in
stuck
his
to
career,
him.
but Sandler started to make good serious movies.
I was gonna say if you really
The
did
catalog movie from movie Adam Sandler has
if you did this
better movies, but Jim
yes.
Carrey's funnier.
Jim Carrey can be funnier. I'll give you that. But Adam Sandler's got a better catalog than Jim Carrey.
And but what's crazy is Adam Sandler actually makes his own movies.
That's crazy.
So
And he uses the same
Jim
guys
Carrey
in almost
stopped
every
making
movie.
movies, though.
yeah, but
No, his most recent is Sonic, and that's
yeah,
2024.
that Sonic money hit different.
Yeah, that's
Come on.
2024.
He just
Yeah,
made
he
the
more
new
do
one.
like the kiddie shit now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even that Penguins one, that was a
Mr.
kid's
Popper
movie.
Pickens was
Yeah.
there. That was a kid's movie too.
Yep.
But like you say,
Sunshine is
I thought that
spotless.
said the
Okay,
bad
get-
bitch. It
get
says
caught
the
up
bad
on it.
batch.
yeah.
Got
So
mad
like,
comments coming
so
in.
Sandler might have
Oh,
a better
okay.
catalog. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying Jim Carrey the funnier actor all day. No questions even
All
asked.
right, so let's catch these up. Damn. Okay, you guys are coming hard tonight. I love it. Remember when? Yep. Okay, we got that. That shit was fire. Yep. Carrey's just a better actor. The Truman Show shook my view on the world when I was a kid. Okay. Chris Diamond, Cable Guy, number 23. Huh?
Special
Yep.
K in the building. What's
Welcome
good with
to
it?
the show, Special K. I quote Dumb and Dumber daily.
Come on.
Jim Carrey was a more complete actor early in his career, but Sandler's starting to make good, serious moves. Yeah.
But
you ain't
guess
lying.
who's paying for it? And Seabass is paying for it.
Yeah. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind gets overlooked for his performance in it. Wow, I've never even seen that, I don't think.
Saying that just makes you think about Little Miss Sunshine. That's a
Yeah,
slept-on movie,
you
too.
had
That's
an
hilarious.
extra pair of gloves this whole time.
All right, how
You had
about
an extra pair of
how about
gloves this whole
when he
time.
gave the blind kid the dead bird?
Oh my God. Pretty Bird. Dumb and Dumber's just one of them movies
Come on.
just like Ace Ventura though, that's a classic. That you
Rip
always
said the Man on the Moon is his best work.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
Man on the Moon was good.
Man, I might have to watch it again. Maybe I slept on it. Maybe.
I liked the Man.
I
on the
think a
Moon.
lot of people did though. Is
I'm gonna have
that
to
the one
watch it
where he
again.
played that one guy that was in wrestling for a little while? Is that when he played that guy?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
I might have to watch that
No.
one again. But hey, not to
Yeah,
get off
that's
that,
it. I'm
not to
thinking
get
of
off that
that.
subject. What's the name of that new movie that The Rock has coming out where he plays that UFC fighter? That looks
I
dope
didn't
as
see
fuck.
that.
He don't even look like himself,
I
bro.
didn't even know it.
I didn't
Bro,
know that.
watch the previews, bro. This shit looks so fucking raw. It's one of the UFC fighters from it's I guess the real person when they first started. You know what I'm saying? Back when it was grimy and raw.
Yeah.
And he's just showing his life and shit. But yeah, he don't even look like The Rock, bro. He
Grip,
looks raw as fuck.
I get
bro.
what you're saying about that being his best role, his best work ever, because he played a character in that movie that not a lot of people could play. Like the guy that he played, not
I keep
many
on thinking the
people.
Andy Truman Show.
Yes,
yeah.
it's I think he played Andy something.
Andy, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not the
Andy
the
Truman Show
Truman
is
Show was
different,
a
yeah.
different.
Yeah,
That Andy is
made
who he
Nick
played.
Lacus.
Andy
Nah,
Milonakis.
not Nick Lacus.
Not
I got
Milonakis.
bees on my head, so don't call me a bee head.
All right, what do we got? We sold my dead bird to the blind kid.
Yeah.
Come on.
He said, "Oh yeah,
Pretty bird.
in the Rockies." Okay, yeah.
And
He's
in
saying
the scene
there's
when
a
he was on the
chance.
toilet.
He said, so you're saying,
So you're saying there's a chance. And
You
remember the
wanna hear
time when he's on the
most annoying
toilet?
sound in the world? Yeah, I seen Nicolas Cage playing John Madden. Now he looked wild playing
John Madden?
Yeah, look that one up. He looked wild.
Cage is playing John
Yeah.
Madden? That's what they
He
came
played
up with?
He had a
Andy
bodysuit.
Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman. that's
Andy
what it was.
Kaufman in that movie, but not a lot of people could play him because he was different. He was a different type of actor. But yes, that's why I get it. Grip. It was one of his best roles. Okay.
Put a man on the moon.
How'd they get Nick Cage to play John? You said to play John Madden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look it up.
I don't want my buddy from King of Queens, but
Nick-
they had him play Sean Payton.
Who played Al Davis in that? There's another big star playing Al Davis.
Probably buddy from King
Yeah,
of
I
Queens.
seen
They're like,
that.
fuck it, you playing?
No,
Yeah,
it's a
two
big
of
guy.
them. Into Andy Kaufman, the movie head. I'm a movie head.
Come on.
Yeah, we're
You
gonna
know,
have a
Grip a movie buff too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a movie special.
I became a movie head. You remember I used to not really. I used
See,
to
I
only watch
wanted to
sports.
do that. I wanted to like watch a movie live and have people
review
like
it?
Yeah, with people that especially talk about movies that people already watched.
Say,
like cult classics.
you know, you watch a movie live with me, I'm gonna be talking to
You know what
you.
I'm saying? But we'll watch a cult
Yeah.
classic so people know we're
Some real shit.
Yeah, know we're watching and shit.
Didn't leave-
comments
Didn't
will
leave the
come
role
in.
even after shooting was over. They said he was in the character for like 6 months straight. Damn.
Yeah.
You hear that? They said he
Yeah,
was so
we-
stuck in character he couldn't even get out of character for like 6 months. That's crazy. That's how you know
Christian Bale is playing Al Davis.
Yes, okay.
Christian Bale.
Christian
He's not fat,
Bale-
is he?
I said famous.
Oh, I
he's
thought
a
you said
star.
fat.
Christian Bale played Batman.
Yeah.
That dude's playing Al Davis.
That's
Christian
what Chris
Bale been
Dyer
around
just
for the
said,
longest, shit.
Batman.
Come on.
Terrence said Christian Bale.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't the original Batman though. The original
Damn.
Batman's
Andy
Y'all
Keaton.
are really going
Yeah.
hard on
Not
these
Andy
comments.
Michael
Good
Keaton.
Lord.
Michael Keaton's the original Batman.
Well,
Yeah.
Adam West.
Adam West was the
I guess yeah, the
original.
old the nigga with the
yeah,
belly.
yeah.
Grip used to watch Batman when it was the guy with the stomach, like with the beer belly, and it had like the pow,
Yeah.
boom, Shazam.
That's Adam West.
And he was the oldest brother, so he controlled the TV, bro. So I couldn't turn it for nothing.
Christian Bale played.
Come
Al
on.
Davis. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, Christian Bale, but I can see him doing a good role. Oh, that's the whole cast right there.
Yeah.
I'm definitely interested to see it. I ain't gonna lie. If it's about my boy Madden, come on, I've been
Eternal
playing.
Sunshine on Spotless Minds gets looked over.
I don't know how the
His
fuck the Indians
overlook
got
to
swept by
his
the Reds.
performance in it.
And it was crazy. Every time my rivalry weekend, I'm like, oh, Val Kilmer?
Yeah,
Was he the first Batman?
No, Adam West was literally the first
Nah,
Batman
man,
ever.
after Adam West. Like
Then
yeah.
it was Michael Keaton.
Then Val Kilmer?
And then they went to Val Kilmer, I
Okay.
believe. But Michael Keaton
And
definitely
then-
played
and
the
then
first
it went
Batman
to,
that we should remember.
With Danny
George
DeVito playing the
Clooney.
Penguin?
Yeah.
Want to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
That was the best one.
That's the one, right?
Yeah, that was my favorite one.
Yeah, that's the one. I remember that one. Grimmy used to play the shit out of that one.
Yeah. Honestly.
So give us a live score update real quick. Hold up. I'm going to go to the game real quick. Or you got it up there still,
I'm
Dub?
going to pull it up real quick, man.
As long as you said you wasn't going to pull it out. You can pull it up, but don't pull it out.
16-13.
Okay,
it's
so
becoming
you
a game.
knew the Thunder was going to settle in, get their legs underneath them,
Yeah,
and
it's
make it a
becoming
game.
Okay.
That's about what we expect. Well, how many minutes are left in the first, though? It's kind of low scoring. That was like
5:18 left in the first quarter. It's 16-14.
like
now.
an Eastern
He said
Conference game.
Jim Carrey played the Riddler in that movie.
Yeah, oh yeah, he killed that role when he
Yeah.
played the Riddler. Come on,
The
Jim
one
Carrey
with,
went crazy.
George Clooney, right? That was the one with George Clooney, I believe.
He was Batman too.
Yeah, I believe
Everybody got a chance to play
I think
Batman.
so.
Get, just so everyone knows, Shai Gilgeous in the first quarter is 5 for 7 from the free throw line.
Did I tell
Wow.
you? Come on. Did we tell you?
7 free throws already.
Doe said
and-
he wanted the over-under on free throws for him to be 7.5. I'm like, bro, he's shooting
Wow.
15, 20 free throws a night.
That is crazy.
He got 7 right now, halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, he's
I told you.
5 for 7. He's the only. No, there's. Damn, they've shot 9 free
Terrence,
throws
good
in
night.
the first
Thanks
quarter.
for joining. We
Good night,
appreciate
Grip.
it. I know you stayed up late.
For
fucking
sure.
with
Good
us
night,
tonight.
big bro.
Hey, appreciate you, Grip.
Make sure you pick out some movies for the new little segment we gonna
And no
do.
porn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, that's all I was going to talk
Debbie,
about.
No
Son
Debbie
of a
does
bitch.
Dallas. You know what I'm saying? None
There
of
goes
that.
my whole catalog.
Come on, no Spaceballs and none of that shit.
I was actually going to drop one of my first ever live porns, man. Shit.
Come on. You gotta say that for your OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying, though. You gotta say that for the OnlyFans, you know what I'm talking
Damn
about.
it.
The time next week is
Guys just
how much is
ruined-
your subscription a month?
I don't even want to do the show anymore about movies.
Is it $10.99 a month still?
No, it's
Are you-
$2.99.
You got
I got a special going on
80%
right
off,
now.
only for the day, 24 hours only.
Nope, it's for the whole month.
The whole month of May.
It is for the whole month of May. And may y'all join my OnlyFans.
I actually I watched Sinners about a week ago. I know everybody was giving their different opinions on it, and so I felt like I had to watch it myself because I don't just go off what people say. You know, people saying it's trash, people saying it's good. So
What's
I
that?
liked it, Sinners.
I'll definitely have
Yeah,
to check
wanna
that
wa- I've been
movie
wanting
out.
to
I
watch
liked it.
I'll
I've been
definitely
wanting
have to
watch it
check
'cause
that movie
I know
out.
the
Shit, we
history
can review it.
behind
I liked it. And you want to know what's even crazier about that movie is when the movie first started, there was an old school car pulling up, and it said Clarksdale, Mississippi. And what's crazy about that, that's the little town in Mississippi that my mom and dad were born in. So that right there got my attention right away.
That's
You feel
pretty
me?
dope.
It's a little ass town in Mississippi. So when I seen that, I got my attention right away. And I don't usually do like the zombie thing or whatever, but it was pretty dope. And it had messages in it. You know what I'm saying? You had to pay attention to the messages.
Yeah,
It's pretty dope.
There's some old messaging.
Yeah.
We old enough to know Netflix would mail DVDs to your house and send them back to get more. Yeah, I forgot
Come
about
on.
that. Yeah,
Come on. You remember that
I
shit.
forgot about that.
Come on. Motherfucking, you remember, man, who remembers Blockbuster and Major Video and all that shit? Come on.
Man, that was my favorite.
Man, you know how
Hey,
many shit I never
Going
took
to the
back?
movie store on a Saturday night with your family was the dopest thing ever as a
We
kid,
went
man.
Fridays, right
Going
after
to get
school.
video games and
Oh,
shit.
got you.
Yeah, my dad would take us to pick
Go
out
rent a couple games,
and
get a couple movies, and that's the
Now
weekend.
You're busy.
That's the
Leave me alone.
weekend. Yeah. Come on, whatever
Leave me
game
alone.
game
Yeah.
you rented, try to beat that motherfucker this weekend before you got to take it back.
Yep. And no, I'd rent it again the next weekend.
If,
And when
If you ain't beat
PlayStation
it,
come
you
out,
rent it
when
again?
PlayStation come out, they had a memory card. Y'all remember the memory
oh
cards?
yeah, save your progress.
Save my progress and get it again next
He said
weekend.
I studied Robert Johnson when I was a kid, so Sinners was super cool.
Yeah, I'm like, you say you two haven't seen it, right?
Oh, I've not.
So I ain't gonna spoil anything for y'all, but I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying?
Get
I
a
definitely
gumball
liked it.
trying to win a free run
Yeah.
out of Blockbuster.
Okay, Michael. I remember that,
Come on.
man.
Yeah.
Come on.
I remember that. Okay.
Old
Bringing
enough
some
to know you had
nostalgia to the
rewind
show
shits
tonight.
Before returning
You had to
them.
rewind it before you returned it. Come on.
man.
VHS.
VHS.
shit. Come on, you know what the fuck going on.
Man.
Come on.
Yeah, y'all bringing some nostalgia to the
old
show
enough to
tonight.
remember that when you got the pay-per-view, you actually had to go to the cable
little
company
plug.
and get that little plug to put in the back of your TV
Yeah.
to get the pay-per-view.
$69.
We used to watch the pay-per-view wrestling over my auntie's house because she was a huge Ric Flair fan, and she would go get the
was
pay-per-views,
my grandma.
and we would go over there and watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to return
Robert
the little
Johnson
piece after
was
it was
the first
over.
blues man to sell his soul. Mm.
So I didn't realize that it was like based on anything or any real true meaning behind that.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna have to look deeper into
I
it.
forget what the people are called. It's like your ancestor. Like there's like
Niglets?
No,
I'm kidding. What was that? Tales from the Crypt?
The Crooge, or something like that. Like it's like it was their family members. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like they did like dark magic type.
Yeah,
shit,
that's what it was about. It was like some dark magic shit.
Yeah.
It was some different shit going on.
I forget what the family members were called.
Yeah, motherfuckers selling their soul and
He
different
said
shit.
Robert Johnson was the first blues man to sell his soul.
Yeah. Shit, he wasn't the last man to sell his soul, though. Come on. You ever seen Kodak Black? No, I'm kidding. Oh my God. Come on.
That's a perfect
He was just the
example.
first man. He started a trend, is what he did. He was a pioneer, is what he was then. If he sold the first man to sell his soul, he was a pioneer because many been sold afterwards.
Dudes damn near all died from our era. We damn near only got Hawk and Ric Flair left.
And Hawk on his last leg.
Shit, Hawk ain't really liked anymore by anybody.
Yeah,
anyway.
Hawk on his last N-word.
Yeah. I actually used to love Hawk. I used to love Hulk Hogan. I could care less about the man now. He showed his true colors. I don't like him.
Hawk one N-word away from not even being allowed in America no more. They're like, man, it's too much, Hawk, man.
I mean, he's still got his brand, so I mean, he's making money. Yeah, he's got a brand.
But Rick always gonna be the coldest. I ain't gonna hold you.
Woo!
Come on, styling,
nature boy,
profiling. Woo! Cause nobody did y'all watch his story, his documentary thing?
No,
bro. I didn't realize he was like a protege like that. He was different.
Oh yeah, I think I watched that.
Think I did. Man, he was different, bro. Yeah, he was special.
Yeah, I think.
And like everybody knew right away, like he's the
one.
one. Yeah, because he was super buff when he was younger. I'm like, damn, that motherfucker was cat.
Oh yeah,
it was a good one.
But yeah, he was something
Styling
special.
and profiling,
Yeah,
man.
if y'all get a chance, definitely watch that one. No lie.
Yeah, when the son was killed, that dude drag racing. Did his son die?
Damn, I didn't even know that.
His son killed that dude drag racing.
Oh,
okay.
His son didn't die.
Oh, I'm gonna say because I don't think he died because I watch a lot of YouTube like the police videos and shit.
Yeah.
And his son actually got a DUI like a couple months ago.
His daughter was fine.
And I was watching the video. He got pulled over. He had like 2-3 girls in the car with him and shit. And Hawk actually had to come get him and shit. You know I'm huge on the little YouTube videos and shit. So he's definitely I forgot he killed that guy drag racing. Yeah. But shit, he ain't got nothing but slapped on the hand behind it.
Yeah, that's why everybody was pissed off.
Yeah, it ain't like he had to go away, and Hawk shouldn't be traumatized. He ain't gonna have to go do no 10 years.
What did that comment say?
It said he played a guitar in a bar during the band's break and got laughed out of the bar. Came back months later, and the best blues player in town had ever seen, and he was the OG for the 27 Club in the context of blues coming from pain. Also,
Wow.
that's how he said he sold his soul.
Yeah, that's
Come on.
crazy. I didn't even know
That's why
that.
they call the blues that devil music.
Damn.
Come on.
All right, Josh, what else do we got tonight? We kind of got off track. So
let's just finish off with, y'all want to finish off with the Tush Push or the Shedeur?
We'll touch on them both real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, 'cause
Pause, no homo.
we don't need to. We can talk about the Tush Push.
But the
next
Tush
time, 'cause
Push,
they ain't really
that's
made
gonna
no-
be quick. That
They
gonna
ain't
say
made no decision on that yet.
it ain't gonna
right?
take much to
Okay.
talk about. It's bullshit that they're trying to get rid of it. It's
Is it
illegal
though?
play. It's a legal play. If they were doing anything illegal, like a man moving in motion and not getting set, they're not doing. They're doing what they're allowed to do.
But
How can you stop someone from doing what they're allowed to do?
Picking up a player and carrying them?
Shit, if they don't stop it,
Not in college, but in pros, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you think that's really safe though?
it probably ain't too safe.
They're
But
using these dudes like battering rams.
They ain't
Come
got
on.
OSHA in the NFL. You know what I mean?
It ain't too much safe.
Yeah, there ain't too much you can call it safe in the NFL.
Like I said, everybody can run it if they want. The Eagles just learn how they run it to a T. You know what I'm saying? Just because they run it better than everybody else don't mean you should eliminate the play. I think it's trash that they're even trying to get rid of it. Find a way to stop it. Same way they came up with a way to run it. It was like when the Wildcat first came back out and people act like they've never seen that play run in college or anything before. And everybody started trying to run it, then it faded away eventually. So eventually, once people learn how to stop it, it might just fade away like everything else.
That's a good possibility.
That's how I'm viewing it. Once people realize how to stop it, or a couple quarterbacks get hurt or fumble the ball a few times, then they'll get away from it. Until then, I don't think the league should step in and try to take away illegal
So
play.
if they do pass it, is it making the league soft?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I do.
Because how you gonna take away a legal play from them just because they run it better than anyone else? You know what I mean? That just ain't sounding right. But did you guys see what the Browns said about how they're gonna run OTAs? They said they're gonna have 2 quarterbacks split the ones, 2 quarterbacks split the twos, 2 split the. I'm like, what do they got going on? So basically, they're trying to say it's an open competition, like wide open competition. So I'm thinking that they must have been impressed with what they saw with Shedeur in these small little OTAs and these rookie mini camps. because now they're basically talking like it's like because everyone's like we've never heard coaches talk like this because now it sounds like it's going to be wide open and it's actually going to be a fair competition for everybody.
Hey, that's what you got to do when you got the talent that you got there. You got to see who's going to be the best, and even if you don't, hey, someone fails, you fall to the next guy.
But anytime there's a competition, it should always be based on talent. The best man should always win. I'm not saying it's him, but I just think that's how all competition should be. There shouldn't be politics and everything involved.
When isn't it that though?
He said put
When there's
Sanders
politics
in and
and
just
things
call it
involved.
a day, or the Browns overthink shit.
Like-
yeah,
Like I said, me
I
personally,
think the same way.
Me personally, I seen our first 6 games. Our first 6 games are like murderers row. So whoever wins, I go between one of the vets, Pickett or Flacco. Whoever wins, whoever you think's the better quarterback, you keep one, you trade the other one or cut the other one. You keep both rookies, the better rookies, the backup. Whoever you don't think is the better rookies, the third string. Cause them first 6 games are very, very tough, Josh. Very, very.
Talking about Cincinnati, Baltimore. You're talking about
The
the
Packers,
three,
the Vikings.
the 3
I'm glad
playoff
we ain't
teams from
going
the
to
NFC North.
What did he say? Greenberry?
Greenbrier this year.
Oh, Greenbrier.
Yeah, I'm thank glad the guy they scratched there. That was weird. The whole training camp in West
They grind
Virginia.
all summer in the season. They have a roster. Just got to put it together. It's tough first 7 games.
Them first 7 are murderers row, bro. That's why I said I don't know if I start one of the rookies off rip unless they're
I
head
don't-
and shoulders above
Honestly,
one of the
I don't
vets.
think all them quarterbacks going to make it all the way there. I think they're going to use them as trade.
Well, at least one's gone. So I think if Pickett wins, Flacco's traded.
Saints need a quarterback. Pittsburgh needs a quarterback.
And
I
that's
bet Pittsburgh would take Pickett back.
you ain't lying.
For real?
And no lie, the rumor was that if Flacco isn't the guy and they go with Pickett, then they might trade Flacco to the Saints because the Saints are going to be desperate as anybody else. And like you said, Pittsburgh, I don't know what they have going on in Pittsburgh, but I love it. I love it, love it, love it. If they have to come out with Mason
Trade my
Rudolph,
Saints
bro.
someone. I know. That's what I'm saying.
If they have to come out with Mason Rudolph, bro, think about that.
That's what Michael said right here. He says, because Saints.
We'll throw the Saints someone. Yeah, we'll throw you Flacco. If Pickett's the better guy, throw Flacco to the
Hey,
Saints.
I bet one of
Yeah,
them
for
rookies
real.
will go for a good pick right now.
For real.
No, you got to keep the rookies and get rid of whichever vet
I know,
ain't the
but
better.
I'm saying, you know how they like picks.
Yeah,
Put it this
Saints
way,
tank,
Gabriel
and we can't
Gabriel
get
would
Archie.
to
Gabriel
me,
ain't
would have
gonna
to
go for
go
much.
He'd have to go for a 3rd round pick. That's where you draft
Man,
him, man.
Gabriel gonna go for 2 4 locos and an 8th.
Don't matter.
right.
If that's where you draft him, you
You said
got to
that's what
get
you want for him?
until you see what he can do
Yeah.
on the field. You got to get what you
Nah,
gave for
I
him.
keep both the young guys until I can see what they got. We already know what Flacco and Pickett got. You know what I'm saying? Unless Pickett has turned it all the way around.
We need to let the desperate teams make the decision.
Desperate moves,
You see
yeah.
what I mean?
Let them make
desperate
the phone
moves.
calls?
Yes, let them
Yeah.
make the phone calls and make the decisions. Because honestly, they might slip up and give us something special. You never know.
Because people get desperate when that
Yeah,
season
real
come around.
desperate.
and think about
There
it.
ain't no
And say
quarterbacks
somebody
out
go
there.
down in training camp or somebody go down in the
This is
preseason.
Sports Illustrated's take here is that Cleveland Browns Shedeur Sanders falling behind Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel. That's from the Sports Illustrated.
Ooh.
That's Colorado Buffaloes on Sports Illustrated. Wow.
Yeah, see, I don't respect that.
That's his
But that's a hometown.
that's his team that's supposed to
his
be
team.
with him.
That's his old team.
I get
He
it,
ain't
but
with them
why
no
he
more.
falling behind?
I seen some good throws and I seen some bad throws.
Yeah,
They got videos of good throws and they got some
For all
videos
4
of his bad
quarterbacks,
throws.
yeah. For all 4 QBs.
okay,
Yeah,
so
but
they're
the
saying
spotlight's gonna be on him though.
Major
That's-
spotlight.
Yeah, nobody's worried about anybody else there
At all.
They're worried about what he's doing.
How many
which
reps
is
he got?
Okay,
How many-
so Pickett and Gabriel are splitting the first and second team reps,
they're gonna rotate it.
and then Shedeur
And
and
Flacco
Joe
are doing
Flacco
two.
are doing third and fourth team reps.
Yeah. And then the next day they're gonna flip it around.
It says as the team prepares for training camp in the preseason
That's funny
games.
because that's what Joe Thomas told him to do when Joe Thomas was talking about it.
on how to figure it out. And
This
then,
is significant as
practice.
reps will come at a premium in the deepest quarterback room in the NFL. What?
no, deepest as in most people, not
I was
the
gonna
best.
say it has
Yeah.
to be the most.
They didn't say
people.
the best. They meant the most
They need
people.
to fucking
We got like
good
8
Lord.
quarterbacks, bro. Come on.
Truthfully, we got the 5. I mean, when it comes
I
to
like
whether
how-
we want to count
Tell me
Watson
though
or
that
not,
ain't.
he's still
Tell
the
me that
fifth.
ain't a good way to do that though.
If
To
you
put
don't got one, you need
listen,
a bunch.
You're putting a rookie with a vet. A rookie with a vet.
You're
I
teaming
said
them
it
up.
before the draft.
dope.
Draft 2 quarterbacks.
So it's kind of like you're putting Shedeur with Flacco, like tutor him and put Pickett with Gabriel
Yep. Let him.
and kind of sync them in together.
Well, that's what, like I said, Joe Thomas said that, and then you flip flop the quarterbacks.
The thing
With
is,
the quarterbacks, and then you run
I can
them
see
both.
I can see the Mannings telling Archie Stamen in school or telling him that he wouldn't go to certain teams, but if the Saints were available with like one of the top picks, I definitely would see them wanting him to go to the Saints because that's where his grandpa played.
Michael put it this way. Yeah, if Archie does go to y'all, I'll be fine as long as one of our guys pan out. But I know that second first-round pick next year was for a reason. So if these guys don't pan out, don't think the Browns won't go after Archie Manning next year with them 2 first-round picks.
Man, I ain't sold on Archie, but like I said, he ain't
I'm
played
throwing
enough
that out.
snaps,
I'm
so-
throwing that out there now because I told my nephew before the draft even happened.
All right, this is a good question.
The Browns
right
are going to
here.
look at Archie. Trust
Ready?
me.
Is this a QB competition or a garage sale? How do you take this team?
It's a rummage
serious?
sale.
For
It's a rummage
mid-tier
sale.
quarterbacks.
Because think about it. It's like we got a bunch of TJ Maxx quarterbacks, you feel me? But sometimes you go to TJ Maxx and you find some fire shit. Come on, I done went there and I remember when I went there and got that FUBU coat back in the day. Come on, that blue and green. What was that? Blue and yellow one. Come on.
Hey,
I done went there and got some Ohio State jerseys before, you feel me?
Dirk said Watson posted a pic on Instagram showing himself lifting with Chubb like he's close to coming back.
Coming back to what?
I know.
Him
Man,
and Chubb
it's
coming
over.
back to the same spot.
They going back to their motherfucking crib after they work out. Yeah, it's over, baby. Yeah.
Man,
We gave you every chance to try to right your wrongs. They spent a lot of money, so
All
they tried to give him every opportunity to be the starting quarterback. He fizzled out. He kept getting hurt. And the best ability is availability. So if you can't stay healthy, then we ain't even got
is
time to bother
Flacco
with it.
still on the roster just to babysit the locker room?
Yeah, to get the kids up to speed on the playbook.
Right, yeah.
He's there to get
That's
the kids
what
up
I
to
say,
speed on the
he's an old
playbook.
man.
Dirk said Ant got a T for throwing the ball at SGA.
Oh, it's getting chippy
Yeah.
early.
Wow.
Oh, come on. That's what I want to hear though. You feel me? I don't want this to be no
Watson
nice
come
series.
on dominant
Yeah.
would be the most Brown shit I ever heard.
of. Hey, if y'all want Watson, Michael, we'll be happy to send him to
Oh
y'all.
yeah,
if
we can
y'all
ship
want
him
that-
to y'all.
If y'all
Do
want
you
that
get more trade
contract.
for Watson or Gabriel? Ooh,
Honestly, no one's going to want Watson's contract, I don't think, at this point.
it's only 1 year left.
Yeah,
on
I
we
know,
don't
but
have
he's-
much left on it.
But he's still a bum.
We'll
it. I would take Gabriel Before I take
over Watson.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
would
I would take
too.
Gabriel
I would
at
take-
this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
But
what everything
sometimes
that's happened.
sometimes enough is enough. You know what I mean? Because like I said, sometimes fighters just get old. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali got beat a few times down the stretch. You feel me? Sometimes it's just over.
Remember when Mike Tyson sat in the corner?
Come on and quit. Wouldn't even get up.
He's like, I don't
Yeah.
wanna fight
Sometimes it's just over. It's
I don't
over.
wanna do it.
It's over for Deshaun. He
I'm
was a
done.
good quarterback at one time, but he's not. Come
No
on.
one talking that contract. Yeah, 4 years, 4 million. What did they give him?
For who? Shedeur?
Yeah.
4 years, I think 4.6 million or something, wasn't it? Like,
He's talking about Watson's contract.
Oh.
Oh, Watson. Oh, yeah, we don't even want to
No
discuss
one's
that at
taking
all.
Watson's contract.
hell no.
We're
Come
not
on.
we're trying not to talk about why. No, I'm
Man,
playing.
Watson.
Another interesting take in Browns news this week is that Charles Woodson bought into the Cleveland Browns. How
Poochie!
awesome is that?
Come on, Pete. Welcome to Cleveland, Pete.
Man,
you know what I'm
I
talking
love
about?
that.
Back in Ohio.
I
Come
love
on.
that.
like it.
Not just Charles Woodson, Fremont's own Charles
Yeah.
Woodson. Bought
Yeah.
stake into the Cleveland Browns. You know what I'm saying? He's a minority owner. I think it was only like
He's a limited
1%
partner.
or something. You know what
They're
I'm saying?
calling him a limited partner.
I like it. Call him
He's the
anything.
Tom Brady of the
of the Browns, like
yeah.
with Tom with the Raiders. As long as his name is connected to the Browns, you want as many great people as you can have in the room at a time. You
It
know what I'm
says he
saying?
bought a 0.1% stake worth about $5 million in the Browns, who are valued at about $5 billion.
Shit,
Wow.
A 0.1 go for a lot depending on what you got. You feel me?
No, they're looking for investors for the new stadium.
Yeah,
He said they're going to do it without Cleveland.
I don't
Cleveland
doubt
gonna
it.
help 'em.
Well, there goes one of them, and one that has a lot of money.
Well, shit, $5 million already to
He
him.
said
Shit.
Ant-Man going back to the locker room at the end of the first quarter. He twisted his
Swear.
ankle.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Parlays are cooked. Don't do it, Ant-Man.
Damn.
Ant-Man done cooked the parlays early, man.
Ant-Man might cook the Western Conference Finals, too.
Oh my God.
Shit.
But Ant-Man tough. I see him because he was dealing with that nagging ankle
They might
injury
wrap
last
it up.
series. Ant-Man gonna wrap it up,
1%
and
is
you gonna look
just
up, he gonna be right
Poochie's
back.
Wine revenue.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Shit, because he actually getting decent money off that Woodson wine.
They
I
start,
mean, not
they
the-
start
that
selling
liquor.
that at the stadium because he got a team. You know what I mean? He might get them to start selling
can't.
that at the state. Why?
He went.
He has to get rid of everything with his name on it.
Yeah, they signed.
He has to get rid of all of his
can't-
businesses with his name on it.
Yeah, he can't.
Oh.
He can't like just like Tom Brady did. You
Okay.
gotta give up certain stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he might even have to sell the Woodson liquor or whatever in the wine. But shit, I don't know.
They might just change up the name. They'll probably find a way. Yeah.
Maybe just take his name off
The
it.
Barry stacked the QBs just because he doesn't believe in any of them actually start week 1.
Yeah. And like I said, I always go back to the one thing. Like when you're a single man, don't cling on to the first girl you see. You know what I'm saying? Get a bunch of them, then figure out which one you like. You feel me?
I do that every week. No, I'm just kidding.
So we just brought a bunch of the motherfuckers in. We're going to see which one we like better. You feel me?
I'm out here looking for that special one at this
This is
point.
one about Shedeur.
You got to look for that special one.
I'm looking for the one. I'm
Shedeur,
looking for the
this
one,
is
not the
Shedeur
two.
one. Can he lead grown men in the NFL huddle when he is still posing like an influencer on IG?
It's tough,
You
but
think them grown men are gonna take him seriously?
if you throw touchdowns, they will.
Yeah, if you good, they'll take you
Yeah.
seriously, but you got to be good.
Yeah, because a lot of them younger quarterbacks are big kids. You know what I'm saying? It's just a new day and age. You know what I mean? A lot of them, a lot of them are still our kids. They're 21, 22, 23, so they're still going to be young and goofy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not gonna take anything
Yeah,
away.
it's just different
If
generations
he
gonna have to clash.
if he comes in and works, come on.
Yeah, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be it could be a clash of different generations. But if you winning solves everything. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? Now if you losing, I can see him getting on your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Dirk said the 49ers sold 7% of their ownership this week. It took $75 million to get 3% of their shares. Wow,
Damn.
that's crazy. That is crazy.
So
Damn.
that point one, still
Point
some
one
millions.
Point one was
Still
$5
some
million.
millions. Come on, still some
Point
millions.
one was $5 million
Come on.
of a $5 billion team. That's
And the-
crazy. to me.
come
I didn't
on.
know the Browns were worth $5 billion now.
Come on, one of the biggest franchises, one of the original franchises.
They definitely weren't worth that much before.
Hell no, Jimmy Haslam ran up that net worth. Come
Good
on,
Lord.
that's all credit to Jimmy Haslam. That's why I told you I love him as an
I
owner.
gotta
He-
think.
He's like fucking Jerry Jones. He's like the great value Jerry Jones.
I
You feel
gotta
me?
think that for sure.
Jimmy is the great value Jerry Jones. If he ain't gonna do nothing, he gonna spend some money. You
Yeah,
feel me?
absolutely.
Yeah, if he ain't gonna do nothing, he gonna spend some motherfucking money, and that's what I like about.
And
him.
we appreciate you for that, man. Jimmy
I
Haslam, we
promise you.
appreciate you for that. For trying.
And so,
Give credit.
and like I said, so it looks like it's gonna be wide open competition going into it. So it looks like the media and the headlines are gonna stay in Cleveland because as long as Shedeur is in Cleveland, the media is gonna come.
I like how
And-
he's handling the
And
the
I think
media.
he's saying all the right things. It looks like he's being a
Yeah.
good teammate. I like the fact that he wouldn't jersey swap with Cam Ward. I know a snake when I see one. I'm glad he ain't fall for that. Now fuck a jersey swap. Get out my face.
He said he had to sell it to get money. He ain't making what he used to.
Come on. So
He said he ain't making what he was making in college, man. He need that money.
So it definitely sets up for an interesting training camp. An interesting. There's definitely storylines in Cleveland like there always is, but hopefully it's not just storylines this year. Hopefully there's actually good play on the field. You know what I'm saying? Because we know there's always storylines in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? There's always some kind of drama. There's always something going on. But we just hopefully with all this media attention, they get to see us turn around and be a good team, be the team that we potentially can be. Because think about it, bro. We got cornerstones at almost all the positions. You need an edge rusher, bad as hell to win these days. We got Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
You need a cover corner. We got Denzel Ward.
Yeah.
Tight end and Njoku. You know what I'm saying? Easily, if he's not top 10, if he's not top 5, he's top 10 when he's on his shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I mean,
That
there's pieces
number
there.
12
Judy,
of
1,000-yard
Shedeur
receiver.
is the opposite of his pop's number. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen he did that with the interview with the one Browns media guy. I can't remember what his name is, but he's like, so is 12 just your dad's number backward? He's like, oh, I see, you get it.
I thought he did it for Tom Brady, his mentor.
He's saying it's his dad's number backwards.
Got you.
But
dope.
but remember, this
wrap
is
it up, though.
numbers still can change, so he still can end up buying that number before the season starts. Because you remember how shit happens. We didn't have a lot. What
He
was
ain't
Nick
buying
Chubb
it.
wearing?
He's gonna
He
take
ain't buying
that.
it.
Remember
I doubt
what was
it.
Nick
That's
Chubb wearing
Tom
before he got
Brady's
that
number.
24?
12. Yeah, he'll be 12.
But what was Chubb though? Wasn't he like 33 or some
I
shit?
can't remember.
Before he got,
I don't
yeah, but
remember.
you remember he had a weird ass number before he got that 24.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, we'd like to thank everybody. We've had a great night tonight. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight, man. This was a special night, y'all.
Yeah,
man.
make
y'all
sure-
did your big one tonight.
Yeah, and we appreciate all the love. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you don't watch it live, make sure you run it back like a running back and watch that replay.
Tell everybody you know about this show,
Come
man.
on.
Tell them come join us. Everybody talk that talk, man.
And don't mind me my sugar low. I'm about to eat a motherfucking fruit roll up real quick in one
Yeah,
bite.
we enjoy y'all, man. We enjoy spending this time with y'all every time we get a chance.
It says, think if the O-line comes to play and you
And those two
run two
running backs? Come on.
tight ends.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be on that, man. I'm telling you, I'm excited about the offense
Kevin
this year.
Stefanski's best offense. Everybody knows it's that 12 personnel, that two tight end personnel.
Brown shit back up.
Come on, it's coming.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, I'm excited
I
about
took
the
it back.
offense.
Everybody knows that Kevin Stefanski's best offense
Yeah.
so is that two tight end offense.
And honestly, the defense ain't lost too many pieces. I mean, Joke is the biggest one.
they got better.
I think we got better, yeah.
Come on, they got better on the D line.
Yeah,
Better at linebacker.
We picked up some key pieces that not a lot of people. It was like a lot of underrated signings in the offseason this year, and I
Come on,
think
that Mason
might,
Graham, him and Miles gonna be demons next
I
to each
really
other.
hope.
That's gonna be hard to stop. Who do
I
you double
really
team? You feel me?
Yeah, but again, we'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight, man. We appreciate y'all.
Are we doing anything tomorrow or wait till next week?
On the eating tip,
Yeah,
uh,
I can set something up.
maybe,
If we got a spot, we find a
Yeah.
spot. I don't care. I think I got some availability tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll reach out to a couple people.
What I'm saying, are you available though?
Me?
Me?
Yeah, both of you.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah.
You sure? Because you say yeah.
You got dinner plans for
Yeah,
tomorrow, man?
that's
That's
what
what
I'm
he's
saying.
asking.
You got some plans? Just let me know.
No, I had my anniversary last week.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
good. Okay, I'll try to figure something. So check us out tomorrow.
If
you see something,
if you
I'll
see
put
something in the
on.
daytime, man, join us tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Come have some wings with us.
Yeah, so we'll check y'all out. Thanks for joining us tonight. It was a
Yeah,
good
we
show.
appreciate y'all. We